not have a list of leads right now. I'm going to walk you through how I do this exactly. You're not going to go buy it for a couple $100 and have this lead to call. They're not signing up any forms anywhere. I just inked a really big deal. I'm buying one next month with 140 units. None of my money. This is literally the process I go through. Like, who's doing this? Not many people. I got something special for you today. Y'all know I jump on here and do live seller calls for houses, land, stuff like that all the time. Today I'm going to be calling mobile home park owners. I'm going to walk you through my process. I do not have a list of leads right now at all, right? I'm going to walk you through how I do this exactly. And it might blow your mind, but I just inked a really big deal. I'm buying one next month with 140 units. None of my money. Lease option. Got a fund that's giving me and some partners some money. I just inked one the other day. I found this exact method. All right. I just Googled expired mobile home parks in Texas. All right, cool. So now I'm going to pull up some leads. I like mobile home park store. There's plenty of websites on there, but there's plenty of expired leads here. Right? Whenever I pull up this site and I go and look up the owners, I look up the information, I make sure they're not on the D and C list so I don't get sued, and I give them a shout. All right? Pretty cool, right? So right now I'm scrolling through different areas. Like there's one in Aransas Pass. I don't want a mobile home park in Aransas Pass. I mean, possibly we could wholesale one there, so we might as well call, I guess. I don't think I want one there, but I guess a good enough deal. And they'll have a description on here from when they listed it. All these were expired, right? So they wanted to sell at some point. Like this one says there's 52 sites, huge value add, Airbnb rental house, all sorts of crap, right? So now I'm going to go look for a phone number. There's not a phone number for an owner or the agent that was listing it. I gotta turn on this heater in my office. Oh, can't. I unplugged it. All right. Anyways. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy and paste this mobile home park into Google. And then I'm going to put owner. All right. Now I got the owner of this park that popped up. It gives me the LLC. All right. This is super easy. All right. It even gives me their phone number. To the park. So now I'm going to look up this LLC. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to type it in Google. And after I type in the LLC, I'm going to type in Bizipedia. The word Bizipedia right after it. Boom. Now I got the owner. All right. It tells me who the owner is and what their address is. All right. Like this is so easy, but it's not like low hanging fruit. You're not going to go buy it for a couple $100 and have this lead to call. They're not signing up any forms anywhere. So now I got the address. All right. I got the name. All right. So now I'm going to go over to, I got an ad up too. I'm going to go over to True People Search. This is how I get these deals, y'all. I'm like just sharing it with you right now. All right. True People Search. I'm reverse searching this address. I just got really hungry. I got some potatoes in the air fryer. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong. Boom. Search. All right, let's see if this dude's name pops up here. I forgot his name. Let me go look again. Interesting. His last name does. Maybe he goes by a different name. I see him and a woman with the same last name. This has got to be them. All right, let me click on him. Oh, there he is. I found the dude. I found the dude and his wife. All right, on True People Search. Got both their numbers. All right. So first, what I'm going to do before I call them is I'm going to copy and paste. And tell me if you're not following me here. I'm going to copy and paste their number. I'm going to go to free DNC lookup. All right. DNC, if you call somebody on it, they can sue you if they're on the DNC list. This dude's on the DNC list. I ain't calling him. I don't feel like getting sued today. All right. Let me see if his wife's on it. Oh, no, that was her. So let me see if his wife, or if he's on it. All right. Get this dude's number. Where'd he go here? All right, here we go. This is interesting. The dude, they both have the same number on file. So I have a son here. All right, I'm gonna get a hold of somebody. It shows that this is his son. Let's look at this dude's phone number. And this is like literally the process I go through. But I don't have any competition, right? Like, who's doing this? Not many people. All right. I always tell people, I even show them, I'll walk them through it, but they're like, screw that, dude. All right, let's check if the son is on the DNC list. I'm gonna get a hold of somebody here. I just gotta find somebody that's okay to be called. He's not. The son of the owner of this mobile home park, which is in his mid-40s, is not on the DNC list. All right. Cool. So let's give a shout. And first, let me go see if y'all have any questions. All right. I got a bunch of YouTube comments here. When we doing the furry stream? I don't know what that means. That's weird. Which team is your favorite? Dude, there's some weird stuff. What's up, Todd? Todd's the man. Todd's badass. I'm glad you're here, dude. Some of these contents are funny. Somebody called me a name. That's cool. All right. Anyway, let's call this mobile home park owner. We ain't worried about some weird comments. We got some cool ones too. Yo, what's up, Jimmy Bones? All right, we're going to call the son of this mobile home park's owner, whatever. You know what I mean. All right, not on the DNC list, so I can't get in trouble. And if they don't answer, we send them a text.
Please leave your message for 80.
All right, we're going to send him a text. Boom. Hey, Ryan, I'm interested in potentially purchasing your family's RV park in Aransas Pass. If I could spell. Hey, Ryan, I'm interested in potentially purchasing your family's RV park in Aransas Pass. Are you the... Damn, I keep fat fingering y'all. Are you the correct person to talk to? All right, let's see what he says. All right, that's badass right there. We found a contact. We just need to verify it's the right contact. That's a park that was on the market and it expired. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. I wish I could see Facebook comments on here too instead of only just YouTube comments. I wonder how I do that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's keep going. Where's my site? Here we go. I'm going to keep thumbing through these expireds. see what city I want. Because, I mean, I want to. Okay, there's one on here that I'm working on getting locked up right now. That's how I found it. Yeah, they were under contract, but the people couldn't perform. I'm getting it $1 million cheaper than they were on the market for. We're just working out the details of the contract. Literally, I've been staring at a contract for 5 hours today, going through all this stuff. All right, let's keep going. I'm looking through here to see if there's one that I want to call. Give me a minute. Because, like, I don't want to mess with some of them in certain areas. And there's like 600 expireds. Like, they've been on the market and got, that expired. Here's one. Pasadena, Texas. It's 156 lots. Homes look nice. I like this. Okay, this is a 4-part portfolio. All right. This might be tough to find an owner because when they do this, they put an address. We'll see if it works. So on this kind of deal, it just says South Houston portfolio. All right. And it has a picture of a bunch of mobile homes, but they're 4 parks. But they were smart and they didn't put any of the signs in the picture. But they have an address on here. So what I'll do is I'll Google this address, right? And it looks like the home they put on here is for sale. Okay. Which is cool because I bet you the owner of this park owns this unit. All right. This is the realtor. This has been on for sale for 200 days, this particular home. I bet you this realtor knows the owner of this park. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this realtor's number. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to Redfin. All right. And Redfin, it's not listed on Redfin. It's just on Zillow. Okay. Maybe on realtor.com. Let's see. Some of these sites will give you the cell phone number of the realtor, at least their info. That's okay. I'll put it in PropStream. I'll get the realtor's info. I was trying to do it with just free data, but I don't want to take too much of y'all's time. So we're going to cheat here a little bit. Oh, never mind. PropStream got... Oh, no, that's not the... Is that the owner? No. What unit is this they're selling? This is all discovery work, y'all. Okay, so that's trailer 14. So I got to click on the right one. Boom, here it is. I'm going to call the realtor on this if it shows up. It doesn't. But on Prop, I bet you I can find the owner. It should be the largest dollar amount on here, and it'll be just the park. If not, I'm going to show you how I do this next. But I think this is it because it says they own 65 units. Yeah, this is definitely it. Cool. Yep. Got it. I found the park. I found who owns it on PropStream. What I did is I typed in the address of the home they were marketing into PropStream, and it pulled up all the other homes around it. And then I looked for the largest dollar amount, the one that had the biggest dollar amount. I clicked on that one, and that was the tax value for the park itself. All right, so now I can see who owns it. It's not even in a freaking LLC. This is a mom and pop, and I have their address. Hell yeah. All right, let's call these people. This is a good one. All right, let me put their address into True People Search. Let me go back. I don't remember it all. West University Drive, okay? Let me know if y'all have any questions. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but hopefully it's clear. Boom. They popped up in True People Search. All right. Let's make sure we got the right names. I remember the last names. Yep. All right. Waylon and Bradley. Sweet. Let's call them. Well, first we're going to see if they're on the DNC list. All right. All right. I'm going to copy and paste their number. It says they own 65 other entities. I bet, or units. I bet you those are mobile home parks or mobile homes. This is how I get like really good conversations. Like this is the juicy stuff, y'all. This is all I'm focusing on lately. That guy's on the DNC list. So we're gonna go to his partner, Bradley. Let's see if Bradley's on the DNC list. Bradley's on the DNC list too. Let's see if they got a relative. Sometimes you got to go through that, have the relative be like, oh, here, talk to him, I'm with him or something. All right, so this dude, what I'll do on True People Search is I'll scroll down to relatives. Maybe they got a wife. Yeah, spouse. Okay, I found his spouse. And then I'm going to see she has a wireless number. I'm going to see if she's on the DNC list. All right. Sometimes it's just, you got to go the long way around. She is not. The spouse of this mobile home park owner is not on the DNC list. Here we go. And how many spouses aren't involved, right, in their husband's stuff? Like, it's probably like family business, All right, let's call. Here we go. All right, cool. Let's call. All right, her husband's name's Waylon. My dog just walked up here.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person.
All right, so let's text Whitney. Britt wants a house downtown San Antonio. This is some guy that just texted me. I was negotiating some seller finance terms with them. And so we're working towards it. Anyway, let's text Whitney. Where's the phone number here? Y'all let me know if you have any questions in the comments on what I'm doing here. I say we get one really good conversation. Somebody got to answer us before we get off of here. All right. I like when numbers turn blue. I don't know about y'all, but it makes me feel good. Hey, Whitney. I'm interested in purchasing y'all's park in Pasadena. Are you the right person to talk to? Boom. All right, cool. Somebody's going to text me back too. Let's keep going through the list. This is part of it. This is a little different than y'all going on and paying some money for some leads that everybody else is calling, right? These people aren't doing that. They're chilling. Their stuff didn't sell. What's this person saying? Oh, their stuff didn't sell. They're chilling. They're just collecting their rents, like whatever, maybe another day. And then I come in and like, hey, let's figure something out. What can be a win-win, right? All right, let's keep rolling. El Paso. How many units they got? Let's check on this one. There's one in El Paso here. I don't like dealing with too small units. There's 35. 35 units in El Paso. Oh, that went to auction. I don't know if I want it. Let's keep going. That one's in Troy, Texas. This one's in San Antonio, but it's just developmental. I'm really, really picky on what I spend my time doing, y'all. Here's one, Victoria, Texas. Looks super nice, clean. How many units? 137 pads. It says for more information, call Jeff Taylor. Hell yeah, let's get on here. I don't know if this is a broker or if this is the owner, but let's call. They actually have a phone number here. But we'll talk to a broker too.
Hi, this is Jeff Taylor with the Jeff Taylor Group. Please leave your name and number and a brief message.
Let's text Jeff. All right. We are going to text Jeff. Oh, he just texted me, can I call you later? I was like, did we talk to this person before? This is how it be, though. This is normal, y'all. All right. I'm interested in purchasing. I put the name of the mobile home park. Of course, I ain't saying it out loud right now. I'm going to go start calling these people. You got to go find them. But I'm telling you how to do it. I'm showing you how to do it, right? Let me go see what kind of weird comments we have here. Your mom's a PI. Okay. Todd, you're a private investigator. Yeah. Somebody said ice, baby. What the hell? Todd, you're the only normal person here, bro. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, dude, this is how I find this stuff for real. Like I said, I just inked one this way. All right, Mission. That's too far in the valley. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with one in Lafaria. I know Texas pretty well. I don't want to be too far south. There's good stuff down there. I just don't want to mess with it. 7 lots. I'm not dealing with anything with 7 lots. 59. 35. I don't really want either. We're going to keep going. 34 lots. These are like small. I don't really mess with many if I don't have to. They don't have a bunch of lots. So give me a minute here. 28 lots. Where's all the big ass ones that 100 plus units? They just hold on to them right now or what? We'll find one. Oh, here we go. No, that one just sold. Okay, here's one. Screw it. This one has 34 lots. It's in Brazoria. Let's see what they talk about here. 58 miles south of Houston. Pro forma is 323,000. I hate when people do that crap. They don't put what the actual NOI is here. Oh, here we go. Pro forma. Okay, these people say pro forma is 323,000, but they're currently NOI is 84,000. That's what they're bringing in per year. So, like, we'll buy it at 10 cap. So 84,000 is 840,000, right? So let's call these people. It's 6 acres, RV park. Worth looking at, right? All right, I've got to find these people. They don't have a phone number here. So I'm going to, but it has the name of the park. So I'm just copy and pasting. I'm going to put that in Google and I'm going to put owner after it. And it's going to give me the owner. It tells me this is a private owner. One's a licensed realtor. Yeah. Okay, cool. I've got their names and everything. And then I'm going to, I put a Bizopedia beside it. Here we go. I got the owner. I got where she lives. All right. She lives local. I feel like I've talked to this person before. Let me see if anybody else has texted us back in the meantime. Oh, somebody's typing right now. All right, cool. This is that broker. Travis Wells. Your name was on an expired listing for it. Are they still selling? Well, we might get on the phone with, have they called? I have my phone on silence. No, they didn't call us back. They just want to text. I'll just give you the play-by-play. Anyways, let's see if we've talked to this lady. Let's see if this lady's on the on the DNC first. All right. Because this park sounds so familiar. But I'm going to see if she's on DNC. Check number. Nope, she's not on DNC. And what I'm using is freednclist.com. I just put in a number. It tells me if they are or not. All right. I'm going to put this number. This broker's texting me in the meantime. I've got traction now, y'all. This is how I work. All right. I'm going to put this lady's number in my phone and see if we've talked before. I've called her, but she never responded, I think. No, this isn't her. Hang on. It had the same lady up from before. Let's refresh my page. All right, this lady's name is Diane. So I got to find Diane. She's a realtor. It shouldn't be too hard. She's not popping up in True People search. Let's see what this broker's saying real quick. I can't miss out on this one. They just closed that one. Okay. Somebody beat us to it. Okay, no big deal. They got it closed. He must be a broker. Let's find these people. So for some reason, she's not popping up at this address, but it said she was a realtor online. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look her up as realtor. I'm going to copy and paste her name in Google, and I'll put Brazoria Realtor. Boom, there she is. She's got all sorts of credentials behind her name. Oh, and they have a pretty nice website too. Okay, let's find. Okay, I found her on Trek also. Okay, her license isn't active. I find everything, y'all. I need a phone number. I guess I could go to the website, but they usually take me to a manager. There's a sign on, there's a number on their website. First, I'm going to see if that pops up blue if I put it in my text. It does. It pops up blue. I bet you this is her. All right, let's call this number.
Your call has been forwarded.
I found her husband too. I'm just going to text this number though. And they have a website. It's a mom and pop park. They manage it themselves. They book it themselves. There's an about us on the park page. Yeah, cool. So are y'all still wanting to sell your park? And then I'm going to send another message in Brazoria. Yeah, Brazoria. And then I'm going to say this is Travis Wells. Because that, the objection's always like, who is this? And if I could beat that objection before it happens, we win. All right, let's keep looking. And let me go back. Do y'all have any questions? Anything that I'm doing here? Cool. I want to have a good conversation before I jump off. Because I'm starving, y'all, and I got to get to the gym sometime or another. But we got to have a conversation here. Because y'all got to see how we doing this. What is this? Silsby, that's only 13 lots. You know what? Maybe I'll, just for the hell of it, maybe I'll call one with like 25 lots. All right, just so y'all can see what's up here. I don't usually mess with those, but I will for this training. So all they have is an address here. So I copy and pasted the address and put owner behind it. And here is the expired listing. Pops right up on Maxi as soon as I did that. It's going to give me everything I need to know about it. Okay, I got an aerial view. I got the person who listed it. I guess it expired in August. They were asking $649. It was on market 200 days. It's only bringing in $6,000 a month. So I mean, it's probably only worth like $300,000. That's why it didn't sell. So this is a very, very good candidate. All right, so I'm gonna call this broker. Okay, it's not giving me their information. What I'll do in this case, if I just have the address, all right, is I'll go to the the county. I'll put this is in La Feria, Texas. All right, so I'm gonna put La Feria, Texas, CAD, CAD. All right, and that's Cameron. It says appraisal district. All right, so now I'm gonna go put in this address. Public portal, all sorts of stuff. I want to look for a house. Where the hell? All right, here we go. I can put in the address. Then it should give me, there we go. I put in the address in the CAD. All right, and then it gives me everything I need to know. Oh, this is a one individual owner. They don't have an LLC. They own 100% of it. Okay, I got her name. Let's see if I can get her mailing address. Yep, and I got her mailing address. She lives in the park. That's badass. This chick is this right? Let me make sure this is right. Does she live in the park? There's no way. I think so. I think the owner of this lives in the park. Let me go back and check. This is crazy. So I'm going to go to PropStream and verify. Here's a sure way to do this. Like I said, I try to do public data and stuff. I'm showing stuff, but I go to PropStream and pick the one that is the most expensive, and that's usually who owns it. So let me see. But that might not work here. Give me a second here. I might have to call this realtor. I don't think that lady owns it. I think something's jacked here. Maybe she does. Oh, I found it. Okay, I found the LLC that owns it. All right, I did that by going into PropStream, looking through the different lots. Okay, and this one says it's a company and a corporation, and it had the big square footage. It said like 35,000 square feet. But the cool thing about this is it's right off the highway. So that's why she was trying to get more. So I'm going to copy and paste this LLC, and I'm going to put Bizopedia behind it. All right, boom. Here we go. I'm going to put, damn, are they a South Dakota company that owns that? That'd be weird, huh? I might have to put their LLC and then Texas and then Bizopedia. There we go. Harlingen, Texas. All right, cool. So now there she is. I found where she lives and I know her name. So we're going to check. Her name's Laura. All right. We're going to see if we can find her in True People Search. This might be the last one I'm going to do. So wish me luck. Hopefully we can get a hold of her and we find her and all that stuff. was her name again? It was Laura. All right, I got all of her information here. So let's True People search here. Let me find her last name because she's not popping up here. Okay, there's people with her last name popping up. Man, I don't know if y'all ever go to True People search, but I feel like I'm getting like viruses. Rue, the dog's drinking out of the toilet. I'm just gonna. Everybody has her last name here, so I'm gonna just click on somebody with the last name and see if she pops up in their family members. Let's see, is Laura in any other family? She might not be listed. All right, so we're gonna go through here. This dude's name is Juan. Yeah, I'm gonna see if he's on the DNC list, and we're gonna call him. Y'all let me know if this is helpful, right? Like if this is helpful, hell yeah. That dude's on the DNC list. We're not gonna call him, but there's like plenty of family members on here. Here's a younger one, like he's like 28, lives close by. Yeah, let's see if he's on the DNC list. He's on the DNC list. All right, that's cool. They have a whole roster of family members here. I mean, the other ones are like in their 80s. That's funny. She doesn't pop up at all in here. She is. Let's see if this dude don't even have a phone number listed. Damn. All right, so here's what we'll do next, because we're not giving up on this one. This looks like a really good one, especially when they're asking this much. I'm going to log into CorrectSeat because I have an account. All right. Let's try and do it without that kind of stuff. Let me log in here, and I'll get this dude's, the listing agent's number. Oh, first, you know what? It might even be in prop stream. Yeah, listing agent's numbers in prop. All right, cool. Oh, they just relisted it yesterday. That's hilarious. Anyway, let's call this listing agent. Y'all can hear how we deal with a listing agent that they want a crazy amount of money for.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Medina Real Estate. May I help you?
Hey, Jose, this is Travis. I'm giving you a shout about that park in La Feria, that one you got listed right there off of East Business 83.
Oh, yes, sir, Travis. How can I help you, sir?
How much are they asking for that one?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Okay, I appreciate it. I know it's Saturday.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
I've got some parks in San Antonio and
Yeah.
down south too, Beeville, some stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have it for $649.
Okay, do you know what NOI is on it? What are they netting per year?
I know it has over 6,000 monthly gross income.
Okay, so 6,000 gross, so probably like 50% expenses. You think?
Probably less than that. Let's see. Let's see if I have like a profit and loss. I have some information here that I can forward to you.
That's cool. I'll text you my email. I'd be interested in purchasing it at a 10 cap. I don't know if that's something they'd be interested in. Like whatever their NOI is, I'd buy it at a 10 cap.
On the net?
Yes, sir.
I'll have to figure that out.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of info do you have? What do you have? Like a T12 or rent roll, or what did they give you?
They gave me a list of how much per units, and it has about a 75% occupancy.
Okay. They don't have anything showing what they net did, probably, huh?
I don't think I see it here. But I'll go ahead and email you what I have, and then if you can't find the information you need from there, then we can ask them.
Okay, perfect. I'll send you my email.
Okay, sounds good, Travis.
Thank you. But that was a super important call, y'all, because like these like brokers that list this stuff don't know the market. They don't know what they're. I don't want to say it. They don't know what they're doing. Commercial stuff like this is like valued on a cap rate, right? And if you don't know what the NOI is, like where'd you come up with the listing price? Because they told you that's what they wanted. I think this is worth half of what they're asking. But I got to get to the nuts and bolts to actually have a business conversation with them. And the contact I have can't talk business with me. Kind of sucks. Anyway, hope y'all learned something out of this. Just wanted to drop some nuggets for y'all. I got to go eat. I got to go to the gym. It's arm day. Good to see y'all. All the weird ass YouTube people. Y'all keep crushing it. And the cool ones. Thanks for hopping on.